हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द लाइव सेशन। तो अब हम देखने वाले हैं एनसीईआरटी के साइंस एंड टेक का टेस्ट सीरीज, जिसमें आज हम देखेंगे सेट 4। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज। तो हमारा क्वेश्चन 1 है, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स। सी लैंग्वेज इज द मोस्ट वाइडली यूज कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज। C language can be used as an intermediate language by implementation of other computer languages. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी, both 1 and 2. C language is the most widely used computer programming language, or C language can be used as an intermediate language by implementation of other languages. Blood cholesterol levels and death from heart disease tend to be lower when fish, fruits, and vegetables are eaten in abundance, and dietary fat mostly consists of saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, omega-6 fats. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, monounsaturated fats. What is cold boot of the computer system? Computer is turned off and then turned back on when the power supply to the computer is interrupted. Computer is turned off and then turned back on when the power supply to the computer is not interrupted. Computer program is uninstalled from the system when the power supply to the computer is interrupted. Computer program is reinstalled from the system when the power supply to the computer is interrupted. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन ए, कंप्यूटर इज टर्न ऑफ एंड देन टर्न बैक ऑन व्हेन द पावर सप्लाई टू द कंप्यूटर इज इंटरप्टेड. Only countries in world which are still endemic to polio wild virus are India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, none of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, पाकिस्तान, अफगानिस्तान. Consider the following statements. The first programmable electronic computer was the Colossus. The Colossus was built by Tommy Flowers. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी both 1 and 2. The first programmable electronic computer was the Colossus. The Colossus was built by Tommy Flowers. PNDT Act 1994 is for to regulate AIDS control, to regulate female foeticide, to regulate rape cases, none of the above. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी टू रेगुलेट फीमेल foeticide. Consider the following statements regarding India's nuclear program. In the first stage, India is using natural uranium as fuel to pressurized heavy water reactors. In the second stage, plutonium reprocessed from the spent fuel of the PSWRs, depleted uranium and thorium kept in the blanket form will be used as fuel to power a series of breeder reactors. Thorium used in the breeders gets converted into uranium-233, a fissile material. In the third stage, reactors will use thorium and uranium-233 to generate electricity. India's nuclear fuel complex is in Hyderabad. Which of the above statements are correct? This answer is option D, all of this. In the first stage, India is using natural uranium as fuel to pressurized heavy water reactors. In the second stage, plutonium reprocessed from the spent fuel of the PSWRs, depleted uranium and thorium kept in the blanket form will be used as fuel to power a series of breeder reactors. Thorium used in the breeders get converted into uranium-233, a fissile material. In the third stage, reactors will use thorium and uranium-233 to generate electricity. Our India's nuclear fuel complex is in Hyderabad. Cretinism caused by deficiency of thyroxine hormone in children becomes dex in adults. Hashimoto's disease, myxoedema, acromegaly, tetany. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी myxoedema. Consider the following statements regarding the recent discovery of ice on planet Mercury's surface. Even though Mercury is quite close to the Sun, the presence of ice is attributed to impacts of comets and possibly asteroids. This discovery was made by NASA's spacecraft Messenger. It is the second mission to successfully reach Mercury after Mariner 10, which was launched in 1973. Which of the above statement is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1, 2, 3. Even though Mercury is quite close to the Sun, the presence of ice is attributed to impacts of comets and possible asteroids. This discovery was made by NASA's spacecraft Messenger. It is the second mission to successfully reach Mercury after Mariner 10, which was launched in 1973. Glyco- Glycogen is mainly stored in muscle and liver tissue, pancreas and kidney tissue, stomach and intestine tissue, brain and red blood cell tissue. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए मसल एंड लिवर टिश्यू. A pressurized water reactor employs pressurization for the following application: to maintain constant pressure in primary circuit under varying load, to supply high pressure steam, to increase pressure of water in primary circuit, to provide sub-cooled water at high pressure. This answer is option A, to maintain constant pressure in primary circuit under varying load. Which among the following diseases is related to allergies? Hay fever, asthma, hepatomegaly, AIDS. तो इसका आंसर होगा A1 and 2, hay fever and asthma. Which is of the following is correct about NAG missiles? NAG is a 4th generation fire and forget anti-tank missile. NAG is claimed to be first anti-tank missile which has a complete fiberglass structure. The land version of the NAG has been tested from a tracked vehicle known as Namika. NAG configured to be used on the advanced light helicopter and the light combat helicopter will be known as Helena. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी 2, 3 and 4. NAG is claimed to be first anti-tank missile which has a complete fiberglass structure. The land version of NAG has been tested from a tracked vehicle known as Namika. NAG configured to be used on the advanced light helicopter and light combat helicopter will be known as Helena. Which of the following appears due to effect of the bacteria? Smallpox, dysentery, influenza, cholera. इसका आंसर है डी cholera. Consider the following statements about disruption-tolerant networking protocol. The DTN program establishes a long-term reading accessible communication test bed on board the International Space Station. It could offer a more robust way to send data over the vast distances. It could be the future way to communicate with astronauts on Mars. Which of the statements given above are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D, all of this. The DTN program establishes a long-term reading accessible communication testbed on board the International Space Station. It could offer a more robust way to send data over the vast distances. It could be the future way to communicate with astronauts on Mars. Ingestion takes place in the stomach, small intestine, mouth, large intestine. This answer is option C, mouth. Scientists in America recently claimed to have genetically modified silkworms to spin the much stronger silk that ducks produce. Spiders, beetles, honeybees, bats. This answer is option A, spiders. Which of the following is not a recommended way to get the nutrients you need? Avoid skipping meals, eliminate foods from the tip of the pyramid from your diet, watch portion sizes, balance your nutrients and food groups over time. This answer is option B, eliminate foods from the tip of the pyramid from your diet? क्योंकि इसमें not recommended पूछा है. Which of the following diseases have a possibility of cure through stem cell therapy? AIDS, multiple sclerosis, diabetes type 1, schizophrenia. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1, 2, 3, 4. AIDS, multiple sclerosis, diabetes type 1, schizophrenia. The symptoms of hypoglycemia include disrupted behavior, overactivity, increased thirst, frequent urination, impulsiveness, aggressiveness, dizziness, hunger. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी dizziness, hunger. What is the purpose of the restriction enzymes and used in the genetic engineering? Restricts the protein synthesis in cells, cut DNA at specific base sequence, degrade harmful protein, join different DNA fragments. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी cut DNA at specific base sequence. Which one of the following are the fourth generation fighter jets? Chengdu J-20, Eurofighter Typhoon, Dassault Rafale, PAK-FA. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी 2 and 3, Eurofighter Typhoon and Dassault Rafale. Which of the following is a function of sphincter muscles? Control peristalsis, grind large food particles, secrete digestive juices into the GI tract, control passage of food through the GI tract. तो इसका आंसर है D. Control the passage of food through the GI tract. Consider the following statements about INS Sunanya and choose the correct one. The Indian Navy inducted into service its largest offshore patrol vessel, INS Sunayana of the Southern Naval Command on October 15, 2013 at Kochi. It would soon be deployed for anti-piracy operation in the Gulf of Aden. It displaces 2,000 tons and is fitted with the most advanced communication, navigation, and electronic warfare equipment, besides a 76mm super rapid gun mount and close-in weapon system. तो इसका आंसर है D. All of this. Sources of magnesium can be found in cocoa powder, sunflower seeds, curry powder, ground ginger, chicken stock cubes, soya beans, lion's kidneys, dried mushrooms. तो इसका आंसर है A. Cocoa powder, sunflower seeds. Consider the following statement with reference to the cruise missile. These kinds of missile make use of gravitational force of the earth to make a strike. It is capable of escaping from radar detection. Lakshya is India's first cruise missile with range of 600 km. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी only 2. It is capable of escaping from radar detection. Which of these historical works of art contain nanotechnology? Lycurgus cup, medieval stained glass window in churches, Damascus steel swords, all of the above. तो इसका आंसर है A. Lycurgus cup. Consider the following statements about Rafale and Typhoon. Both the Assault Rafale and the Eurofighter Typhoon are twin-engine multi-role aircraft. The Rafale had the advantage of being logistically and operationally similar to the Mirage 2000, whereas Eurofighter offers the Tranche 3 Typhoon for the Indian requirement, equipped with the Kisaresa radar. Rafale has an advantage over many of the competitors advantage over many of the competitors because it is subjected to ITA restrictions. Which of the above statements is or are correct? इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 and 2. What is pig 26? An insulin obtained from the Indian pig using the genetic engineering methods. An energy capsule being used by astronauts as food supplements. First animal to be created by gene editing. A new patent law enforced in USA. तो इसका आंसर है C. First animal to be created by gene editing. Which of the following is not correct about genetic engineering? It alters the genetic makeup of an organism using technique that remove heritable material or that introduce DNA prepared outside the organism. It includes traditional animal and plant breeding, in vitro fertilization, induction of polyploidy, mutagenesis, and cell fusion techniques. It can also be used to remove genetic material from the target organism, creating a gene knockout organism. Within the scientific community, the term genetic engineering is not commonly used. More specific terms such as transgenic are preferred. तो इसमें नॉट करेक्ट पूछा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी. It includes traditional animal and plant breeding, in vitro fertilization, induction of polyploidy, mutagenesis, and cell fusion technique. Optical tweezers are used to remove facial hair with miniaturized laser beams. Use light to manipulate particles as small as a single atom. Are a nanotechnology based tool for stamp collectors. Don't exist. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी. Use light to manipulate particles as small as a single atom. Consider the following statement about world's first swimming robot. Scientists at the Tokyo University of Technology has created world's first swimming robot named Sumonoid, using a 3D scanner to perfectly map a human swimmer's physique. It swims with a speed of 6 meters per second, just a third of the fastest human world record. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Its answer is C, both 1 and 2. Which is are true regarding biotechnology? It is the application of scientific and engineering principles to the processing of materials by biological agents to provide goods and services. Yet, the formation of a new field, genetic engineering, would soon bring biotechnology to the forefront of science in society, and the intimate relationship between the scientific community, the public, and the government would ensue. Biotechnology arose from the field of gymotechnology, which began as a search for a better understanding of industrial fermentation, particularly beer. Genetic engineering in biotechnology stimulated hopes for both the therapeutic protein, drugs, and biological organisms themselves, such as seeds, pesticides, engineered yeast, and modified human cells for treating genetic diseases. Biotechnology comes under the broad heading of genetic engineering. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. This answer option C, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ryzen is one of the most powerful supercomputers that has 160 terabytes of memory and 10,000 terabytes of disk. To which of the following countries it belongs? China, Japan, Australia, the USA. This answer option C, Australia. With which reference to stem cells frequently in the news? Which of the following statements is or are correct? Stem cells can be derived from mammals only. Stem cells can be used for screening new drugs. Stem, stem cells can be used for medicinal therapies. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. This answer B, 2 and 3. Stem cells can be derived for screening new drugs. Stem cells can be used for medicinal therapies. Consider the following statements about Google Drive. It is a cloud-based storage service. It will allow users to store up to 5 GB data in Google service for free. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This can answer option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Monoclonal antibodies produced in lab by hybridoma technology. Hybridoma technology invented by Kohler and Milstein. Hybridoma formed by mixing myeloma, cancerous cells, and B lymphocytes. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer is option A, 1, 2, and 3. Consider the following statements about India-based neutrino observatory. Which of the below given statements is incorrect? It is proposed physics research project to primarily study geological and solar neutrons. It is in a 1300-meter deep cave near Theni, Tamil Nadu. The project is of high significance as it is expected to provide precise valuation of mixing parameters. It will house the world's most massive magnet. This consider A. It is a proposed physics research project to primarily study geologic and solar neutrinos. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Barcode was first used on a chewing gum packet in Ohio market. Barcode is the distinctive black and white strips that provide details relating to an object you purchase. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी 1 and 2. With reference to National Policy on Electronics 2012, which of the following statements is or are correct? The key objective of the policy are to increase the export in electronic system design and manufacturing sector from USD 5.5 billion to USD 80 billion by 2020, to develop an appropriate security system in ESDM, to build a strong supply chain of raw materials, parts, and electronic components, to raise the indigenous availability of these inputs from the present 20 to 25% to over 60% by 2020. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ दिस. The genetically engineered golden rice is rich in which of the following? Vitamin A and nicotinic acid, beta carotene, vitamin A and folic acid, beta carotene and iron, vitamin A and niacin. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी बीटा कैरोटीन, विटामिन ए एंड फॉलिक एसिड. Consider the following statements about Paramhuva 2 and choose the correct statements from the course given below. As per the Green 500 list, supercomputer Paramhuva 2 was rated first in India, 9th in Asia Pacific region, and 44th in the world among the most power efficient computer systems. It was developed by the Center for Development of Advanced Computing (CDEC). It uses hybrid technology, processor, coprocessor and hardware accelerators. तो इसका आंसर है डी 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following about methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus and New Delhi Metallobeta lactamis. MRSA is a superbug prevalent in developed countries. NDM1 is another superbug found in developing world. MRSA is causing high percentage of hospital acquired infections. NDM1 is a community acquired resistance rather than a hospital acquired resistance. Which of the statements is or are correct? This answer है option D 1, 2, 3 and 4. Consider the following statements regarding high-speed trains. High-speed trains are magnetically levitated trains that float in air due to opposite pole magnetization of tracks. There is a greater wear and tear of the tracks of high-speed rails. Which of the above statements is or are correct? This answer है D only 2. Boiling water reactor employs boiler, direct cycle of coolant system, double circuit system or cooler system, multi-pass system. This answer है option B, direct cycle of coolant system. A nuclear unit becoming critical means it is generating power to rated capacity. It is capable of generating much more than rated capacity. There is danger of nuclear spread. Chain reaction that causes automatic splitting of the fuel nuclei has been established. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी ऑप्शन डी chain reaction that causes automatic splitting of the fuel nuclei has been established. An Indian scientist and his colleague from Taiwan discovered a blue supergiant star located in the constellation of which of the following? Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius. इसका आंसर है A. Virgo. Consider the following statement. Computer virus is a computer program that can copy itself and infect a computer. A virus can spread from one computer to another through a removable media like floppy disk, CD, DVD, or USB drive. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer है option C, both 1 and 2. The plants face wilting due to the use of excessive fertilizers because of exosmosis, endosmosis, imbibition, all of this. This answer है A. Exosmosis. Scientists have recently developed a new wireless device to detect the presence of termites. Consider the following. When the new device detects the presence of termites, it sends an SMS or email to a pest control farm. The device is made of a tiny sensor, even smaller than a fingernail. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer is C, both 1 and 2. The reason for the formation of embryo from protein grain in a tissue culture medium is organogenesis, double fertilization, double fertilization, test tube culture, cellular totipotency. इसका आंसर है डी cellular totipotency. India has become the world's first country to launch a smartphone into space loaded with a number of experimental apps. Strand 1 spacecraft was sent into orbit from Sriharikota in India to test the capabilities of many standard smartphone components for a space environment. The spacecraft was built by which of the following countries? India, Britain, European Space Agency, NASA. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी ब्रिटेन. Consider the following statements. India have tied up with Norway for polar research. National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research is located in Mumbai. Himadri is Indian station in Arctic. Which of the above statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है C 1 and 3. Which of the following is not a mission to Mars? Viking, Curiosity, Grail, Menhir. तो इसका आंसर है C only 3 Grail. Which of the following is not a fact about Voyager? The Voyager 1 spacecraft is a space probe launched by NASA. The spacecraft received routine commands and transmits data back to the Deep Space Network. It is the farthest man-made object from Earth. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी none of this. Which scientist is considered as the father of Indian space program? विक्रम साराभाई, होमी भाभा, MS स्वामीनाथन, APJ अब्दुल कलाम. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए विक्रम साराभाई. The Liquid Propulsion System Center of the Indian Space Research Organization is at Mahendragiri, Tamil Nadu, Bengaluru, Karnataka, Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. तो इसका आंसर है बी बेंगलुरु कर्नाटका. Consider the following statements with reference to the airborne warning and control system. It is an aircraft fitted with sophisticated radar. It can provide advance warning about the enemy's intrusion into the country's airspace. India has recently entered into an agreement with Israel for acquiring Israel Graphene Radar Falcon AEW system. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? इसका आंसर है A 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statement with reference to the hydrogen fuel. Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Trombay, is on the brink of developing a compact high-temperature reactor to produce hydrogen fuel. The CSTR would use thorium uranium-233. It would break water into molecules of hydrogen and oxygen. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer है option A 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. The DRDO developed two variants of Prithvi missile. Prithvi 2 is equipped with features of maneuverability to defies the enemy. Induction of Prithvi missile enhances the capability of the Indian Army to attack multiple targets simultaneously. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B only 2. Prithvi 2 is equipped with features of maneuverability to deceive the enemy. Consider the following statements. The first breeder test reactor is at Kalpakam and it is a forerunner to the second stage of the country's nuclear power program. First reactors use fast, high-energy neutrons to sustain reactors that use thermal, low-energy neutrons. Which of the above statement is or are correct? This answer is C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. The Integrated Guided Missile Development Program was conceived by renowned scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The missiles developed under the program were Prithvi, Agni, Trisul, Nag, and Akash. Which of the above statement is or are correct? This answer is C, both 1 and 2. What is the web crawler? It is a computer program that browses the World Wide Web in an automated manner and in an orderly fashion. It is a computer program that browses the World Wide Web with the intention to use the free memory available in the virtual world. It is a computer program that assists the World Wide Web to establish a quick search engine. None of the statement A, B, C is correct about the web crawler. This answer is option A. It is a computer program that browses the World Wide Web in an automated manner and in an orderly fashion. Consider the following applications: facial recognition of criminals, handwriting comparison and recognition of suicide notes in the criminal conspiracy cases, hacker who has cracked one's bank account password, speech recognition as a password in the modern laptops. Which of the application given above is or are the exact application of artificial intelligence? This answer B, 1, 2, and 4. Consider the following statements. Speech recognition is very useful for people with disabilities. Acoustic modeling and language modeling are important parts of speech recognition algorithms. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer is C, both 1 and 2. What is the virtual private network? It is a private network, computer network of an organization where the remote users can transmit encrypted information through the server provided. It is a computer network across the public internet that provides users access to their organization's network while maintaining the security of the information transmitted. It is a computer network in which users can access shared pool of computing resources through a service provider. None of the above. This consider option B. It is a computer network across a public internet that provides user access to their organization's network while maintaining the security of the information transmitted. Which one of the following statements are the correct characteristic of the optical fibers? Optical fibers permit transmission of signal over long distances than other methods of communication. Optical fibers can carry lower bandwidth as compared with other metal wire system of communication. Optical fibers are less prone of signal loss and immune to electromagnetic interference. Both A and C. This answer option D, both A and C. What is the super cookies? It is a cookie with a long lifespan. It is a cookie with a very short lifespan. It is a cookie that replicates after it is erased from the browser site. It is a cookie that is designed to be permanently stored on a user's computer. This answer है option D. It is a cookie that is designed to be permanently stored on a user's computer. Consider the following statements. Spamdexing is a practice on the World Wide Web of modifying HTML pages to increase the chances of them being placed high on search engines' relevancy list. Spamdexing sites use black hat search engine optimization technique to unfairly increase their rank in search engines. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी both 1 and 2. What is computer firewall? It is software or hardware based program to enhance the speed of the personal computer. It is a software or hardware based program to protect the personal computer from crash due to bugs. It is software or hardware based program to protect against threats and make the internet network secure. All the statements given above about the firewall are correct. This answer is option C. It is software or hardware based program to protect against threats and make the internet network secure. What is the bell? It is the smallest controllable element of a picture represented on the screen. It is a high-level programming used in web browsing. It is the hardware used to debug the computer when it crashed. It is a netbook with high quality of Wi-Fi capability. This answer is option A. It is the smallest controllable element of a picture represented on the screen. What is the restriction in the computer graphic? Conversion of geometrical primitives such as points, lines, curves, and shapes to be mathematical expressions. Conversion of an image described in the pixel form to a vector graphic format for the video display output. Conversion of an image described in vector graphic format to pixels for the output presented on a video display. None of the statements A, B, C given above is correct description of rasterization. This answer C. Conversion of an image described in a vector graphic format to pixels for the output presented in a video display. Consider the following statements. GNU is a free and open source computer operating system. GNU is based on Unix operating system. Richard Stallman initiated development of GNU operating system. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following software. नयन USB प्रतिरोध malware resist. Which of the software given above is or are developed by CDEC Bengaluru to protect from cyber attacks? This answer है A 1, 2, 3. नयन USB प्रतिरोध malware resist. Which of the following bus connects all the internal components of the computer with the motherboard? Front side bus, external bus, address bus, uniform serial bus. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए फ्रंट साइड बस. What is the rebooting of the computer system? Restarting of the software which is already installed to the system but remained idle. Restarting of software recently installed in the computer system. Restarting of a computer which is cooperative to the main operating system. Restarting of running computer intentionally or unintentionally. तो इसका आंसर है डी, restarting of running computer intentionally or unintentionally. Which one of the following is not correct about the C# programming language? C# is a multi-paradigm computer programming language. C# was inspired by musical notations. C# is a simple general-purpose procedure-oriented programming language. C# is developed by a team led by Anders Hasselberg. तो इसका आंसर है, क्योंकि इसमें नॉट करेक्ट पूछा है तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, C# is a simple general purpose procedure oriented programming language. Consider the following statements. Assembly language is the first generation computer language. Machine language is the second generation computer language. COBOL is the third generation computer language. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, only 3. Consider the following statements. High-level language uses the highest level of abstraction from machine language. Assembly language is the high-level programming language for computers, microprocessor, and other programmable devices. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? This answer है option A, only 1. Which one of the following computing is used in the calculation that are carried out simultaneously, operating on the principles that large problems can often be divided into smaller ones which are then solved concurrently? Anti-parallel computing, parallel computing, socialized computing, anti-socialized computing. तो इसका आंसर है बी, पैरेलल कंप्यूटिंग. Which one of the following is not correct about the Eka supercomputer? Eka supercomputer is built with technical assistance and hardware provided by Hewlett Packard. Eka is capable of performing at about 100 TFI-OPS. Eka is the second supercomputer after Saga 220 of India, listed in the top 500 supercomputers of the world. Paramuva supercomputer has more performing speed flaws than the Eka. तो इसमें नॉट करेक्ट पूछा है तो इसका आंसर होगा बी, Eka is capable of performing about 100 T-flops. Consider the following statements regarding carbon aerosol. Zhejiang University of China, the team of scientists produced an ultralight substance known as carbon aerosol. The carbon aerosol has the density of 0.16 milligrams per cubic centimeter. The carbon aerosol is made of graphite as well as the carbon nanotubes, which can absorb around 900 times its own body weight. Which of the statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B, 2 and 3 only. Consider the following statements. The word robotics was coined by Ashimoto of Japan. Kismet robot can produce social exchanges with humans through a range of a facial expression. Which of the following statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है बी, only 2. 84 नंबर में इसका फॉलोइंग है. लिस्ट 1 में है फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड, लिस्ट 2 में है फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज. देखते हैं। लिस्ट 1 में है लो फ्रीक्वेंसी, हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, सुपर हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, मीडियम फ्रीक्वेंसी। लिस्ट 2 में है 3 GHz to 30 GHz, 3 MHz to 30 MHz, 300 kHz to 3 MHz, 30 kHz to 300 kHz। तो इसको मैच करेंगे अब हम। लो फ्रीक्वेंसी है 30 kHz to 300 kHz, हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी है 3 MHz to 30 MHz, सुपर हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी है 3 GHz to 30 GHz और मीडियम फ्रीक्वेंसी है 300 kHz to 3 MHz। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी 4213। Consider the following statements. Louis Parker invented the modern changeable television receiver. Rabbit ears, the HV-shaped TV antenna was invented by Marvin Middlemark. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है सी, both 1 and 2. Which one of the following is correct about the CDMA channel access standard in the radio telecommunications? Time division is mainly used in the channel access of CDMA. Frequency division standard is utilized in the CDMA channel access. Spread spectrum technology with special course is used in the CDMA channel access. None of the statements given in A, B, C and is correct about the channel access of CDMA. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, spread spectrum technology with special course is used in the CDMA channel access. Which one of the following statements is correct? Wi-Fi technology creates metropolitan area network, while Bluetooth creates wireless local area network. Both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth uses microwave signals to transmit information between two terminal devices. Wi-Fi can be used in the transmission of information more than 100 meters, while Bluetooth in 100 or less than 100 meters distance. Both the statements A and B about the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are correct. This answer है option C. Wi-Fi can be used in the transmission of information more than 100 meters, while Bluetooth in 100 or less than 100 meters distance. Consider the following statements. High-speed downlink packet access is an enhanced 2G mobile telephony communication. High-speed downlink packet access allows network based on universal mobile telecommunication system to have higher data transfer speeds and capacity. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B, only 2. Consider the following statements. LTE is designed to increase the capacity and speed of mobile telephone networks. LTE is the 4G telephone technology according to the IMT Advanced 4G requirements. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, only 1. Consider the following statements. Smart card is a plastic card with an embedded microchip. Digital technology is primarily used with new physical communication medium such as satellite and fiber optic transmissions. A digital library is a collection of documents in an organized electronic form available on the internet only. Which of the statements given above is are correct? This can answer option B 1 and 2 only. Which one of the following countries firstly developed the 4G system of mobile telecommunication in the world? South Korea, Japan, United States, England. This answer is option A, South Korea. Consider the following statements. Bluetooth is a wireless technology which creates WPAN to exchange data. Bluetooth uses the electromagnetic spectrum in the range 2402 to 2480 MHz. Which of the statements given above is are correct? This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Consider the following statements. Hexachrome was a 6-color printing process. Hexachrome added orange and green inks to CMYK model to expand the color gamut. Which of the statements given above is are correct? This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Reflected nuclear plants is used to return the neutrons back into the core. Seal the radioactivity completely, check pollution, conserve energy. This answer है option A, return the neutrons back into the core. Consider the following statements. Hayabusa, an unmanned spacecraft developed by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, it landed on the Itokawa asteroid and collected samples in the form of tiny grains of asteroidal material. Which of the above statements are true? This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Which are correct regarding vertical farming? It is actually cultivating plant or animal life within a skyscraper greenhouse or on vertically inclined surfaces. The idea of vertical farming uses techniques similar to glass houses where natural sunlight can be augmented with artificial lighting. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Regarding metabolic engineering, which one is not true? The practice of optimizing genetic and regulatory processes within cell to increase the cell's production of a certain substance. Current examples include producing beer, wine, cheese, pharmaceuticals, and other biotechnology products. These processes are chemical networks that use a series of biochemical reactions and enzymes that allow cells to convert raw materials into molecules necessary for the cell survival. None of the above are false. This answer is option D. None of the above are false. Which of the following is not correct regarding bioculture? Bioculture defines the activity and consolidation of ideas created when the human intersects with the technological. It comprises the emerging area bounded by the medical sciences, social sciences, area studies, cultural studies, biotechnology, disability studies, the humanities, and the economic and global environment. It assumes that in bioculture there is a diverse way to know the workings of the body and mind, and that these are primarily culturally derived, and an expert's way of knowing produces specific strong results. Here, the study of body parts and the minds are not included. तो इसमें नॉट करेक्ट बोला है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी, हियर द स्टडी ऑफ बॉडी पार्ट्स एंड द माइंड्स आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड. Who had developed Pascal, the programming language named in honor of the French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal? William Euler, Nicolas Sarkozy, John Beckers, Nicholas Reed. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, निकोलस रीड. Which one of the following pairs is involved in the development of Unix operating system? Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie, Richard Stallman and Mary Stallman, Andrew S. Tenbaum and Linus Torvalds, Dennis Ritchie and Linus Torvalds. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, केन थॉम्सन एंड डेनिस रिचे. तो इसी के साथ हमारा ये टेस्ट सीरीज़ कंप्लीट होता है. तो हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़ यहीं तक था. और अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आप डेली लाइव क्लास ज्वाइन कर सकें. और अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए, साथ ही अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कर दीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो. तो हमारा ये सेशन यहीं तक था. थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.